It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. A couple of teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground, to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now is Dixon to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Penix looking to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
1st and 10 from the 41. Here's Robinson up the middle, and he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Escapes out to the left. Now here he goes. Running down the left side. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way. We need to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, Penix. And it's close, but he's not going to score. Out of bounds right at the goal line, Brock. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Penix on the sneak. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second. They close just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be second and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to his safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
They're lining up on the doorstep. Second and goal from inside the one. Robinson does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Offensive line fast.
No gain on the play. Bring up third and goal.
This is going to end behind the line. A great stop down in close. Let's see if they want to risk it now on fourth and goal. They sent with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Fourth down, Penix. And we get an incredible goal to go stand to begin this ball game as they force the incompletion and the turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. From his end zone, Williams lasers this one deep down the middle. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
Quarterback of his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Throwing again here from the end zone. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kicked out by Divine Diablo. And he brings it back for the pick 6 and the Atlanta touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this first and 10. After the pick, here's Williams. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. It's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over it.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. G-Murray DK, the one he was looking for. And it's going to be second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you get more interceptions.
And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
37-yard line.
Walker on first down. He's out in the clear. Now here it goes, down the right sideline. There it is, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks break the tie here in the first. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. On his little for the extra point. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Seahawks take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He dodged the tackle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 26. And the Falcons will have a first.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing now on first down. Penix brought in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Penix on first down. Buying some time left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Let's go.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. He has room past the 25. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it could suck the wind out of that defense.
Before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. Robinson. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go block. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Penix here from the gun. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Drake London with the touchdown. Koo on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons tie things up at 14. him up. They're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Williams from the gun. This is a heater going deep. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. Throwing from the gun. And we're open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They send the tight end in motion. Trying for it with Penix. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Let's go.
On 1st down, here's Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's 2nd down coming up. It's Penix yet again. Rolling out to his left. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Penix is going to throw again. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
And again, it's Penix. Look underneath here, Robinson. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
3rd and 1, it's Penix. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. He rolls to his right. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep it moving forward.
Penix. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
Robinson. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Coup on now for the extra point. He's good on the extra point effort. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Coup all lined up and ready to boot this one away. This will end up as a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He's caught just as across the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Complete over the middle. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now Williams. Taken in by Bellinger. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. First down, Williams. That's his target. That's Torrey Horton. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Williams to throw on first. Completed over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets them the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 11.
Give up the gut to Walker. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. On his little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Hits his running back. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
60 Bison. Mustang 19.
From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take the lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball is going to be placed down at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. First down throw by Williams. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. And that's a touchdown catch, at least for the moment. So, Brock, the guys are already walking backwards. You know what that means. I think this one's going to be on the offense. time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. Williams from the gun. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Still a full 10 yards ahead of them. It's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Pass it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a hope.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks earn the chance to tie before halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. You start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. You sure do.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. His return starts at the 5. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. If you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he stopped on the run back at the 27. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. He's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Falcons will have a first. They've set it down for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Play action. Here's Penix. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Right with Robinson from the pistol. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. To the air with Penix. Into a crowd and intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT. They've got 1st down from the 31.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Now here's Williams. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throwing the out route complete. And he is right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that out. This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Williams will look to throw. Buys time, rolling right. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he goes, third and long. He throws a bullet to the center. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grab the lead on their first series of the half. Honest Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Working quickly here. On second down, Robinson. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
This has been a trend. Yet another interception. That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Throwing now, another shotgun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Williams to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Elijah Arroyo, the target on that throw. So now it's going to be third and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Third down, here's Williams. And he's got it! Tackle way out for it for touchdown! The Seahawks kick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Honest Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Now to give to Bijan. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. To the ground by Nick Emanwari. Robinson again here on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1. And now they're left with third and 7. Throwing from the pistol, Penix. On target to Moore. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons shrinking the lead some in the third. mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Chased out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
It's caught at the 4. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Walker. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the Falcons' 2-yard line.
To throw, Williams. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut-and-dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
So the grounding backs him up and wipes away 2nd down. A very tough 3rd down play here. 3rd and long for him here. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Seahawks lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. On his Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. Now is Dixon to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. Let's go now. From the gun, it's Robinson. Jukes away from 1. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
1st down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Over play action. Here's Penix. Finds him on the crossing route. He He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. New set of downs for him at the 38. Penix on first down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Penix to throw again on second. And he covers up after a nice gain right near that marker. So we need a little bit more now on third down. Offense in a hurry up here. Penix throwing, 3rd and 2. The Mets got it. He will not score, but that does set him up front with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
In the red zone now. And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons now within 1 score in the 4th. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So the first down pass play can, it certainly was effective.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. Things going well so far. Pass midfield, and he's got space. And a huge effort sets up his offense in a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
I remember these feelings running on the field after a great return like that, Kate. It almost feels like stepping into a batter's box with runners on base. So much of the work has been done ahead of you, and you better go deliver.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Left. Here's Walker. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. That one is caught. Horton has it. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd down. It's a money down. And nice to see the roll the dice and continue the series.
And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Fullback trying to barrel it across. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Now Williams. On the move, headed right. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
All right, get that popcorn ready. It's 4th and goal late.
What is up? Vegas! Yes!
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Escapes a defender. He's brought down just inside the 25. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. On the shotgun, Penix.
The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel.